Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Oh man, Razer Fist came back with a bunch of receipts, he says, right? I'm not too familiar with the story, but he said a few things here that I found quite interesting. The biggest being, I think he's holding the Kino Casino because of their video, their feet to the fire, for probably for the legal aspect of this. I don't think any lawyer is going to tell him that other YouTubers commenting on what somebody else said is going to fly in court, right? So I think that's, and I'm just, again, I'm not a lawyer, right? I'm some guy on YouTube. I'm trying to play video games. I'm trying to, play some more Expedition 33. I just bought what was supposed to be the Amico Tank to play it on my Steam Deck. And by the way, guys, it plays on the Steam Deck. It's more like a mobile game, really. If you're an old man like me that used to play Combat on the Atari, you'll probably dig it. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend it. It's only $7. But here I am trying to get all this done when I saw that tweet at my lunchtime from Smash and Razer Fist. And at the center of the controversy seems to be a spicy Latina, right? La Raza. He got involved with the girl, and things went awry from there, right? And from that, several accusations were made and observations by many YouTubers, as they often do, right? And he feels that, obviously he feels that claims were made that are untrue. Right? When people ask me, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you talk, it's not that deep. Do you think I care about these people? We're just watching YouTube. It's just entertainment. You get me the popcorn, I'll eat it, and I'll see what's going on, right? Get it. For me, it's just like watching a show. For other people, it's a lot more serious, let me tell you. Regardless, guys, what he said that struck me, right, which is a really bad idea. And for those young men that are out there, let me tell you something. If you have a Latina that cares about you so much that she's willing to move in with you, if you're going to move in, you better close the deal. If she's moving in with you, it's because she really wants to have a relationship. What he reveals during this whole thing is that this woman was living at his house and they never consummated the relationship. Let me put it that way. Not a very good idea. Now, I respect anybody's, religious beliefs, of course. But you have to make sure that both people are on board. He's saying that, he got fooled, that she wasn't the person that he thought he was or whatever. Regardless, guys, just as a general principle, right? If you're a Hispanic man, you already know this. But if you're not, and you're interested in Latina, and if you think that she's going to move into your house and you're just going to not fulfill your responsibilities in the bedroom as a partner, and that's going to go okay, let me tell you, it's not, right? Don't live together. Just wait until you're ready to get married and then do it. Or live together. I mean, whatever your morals are, I don't care. But, any Latino, any Latina that he would have talked to, that he would have asked if this was a good idea, they would have told him no. La raza knows la raza, let me tell you. And this is just a bad idea from the go. Now, the other thing I found interesting is most of the video was dedicated in general, and I'm just going to leave a link to it. I'm not going to play it here. Not in this litigious situation. Let me tell you, I'm not going to, because I don't want to get called as a witness, and then I'm going to be like Penguin Zero. Well, I didn't know what the case was about. I'm going to be like Mudahar. Well, this is brand new to me. I wasn't aware of these things. But it looks like a lot of the fire and brimstone and a lot of the hatred, most of it, is going towards the Kino Casino. Whatever they said, it was really upsetting to him. And he wants satisfaction for it, right? And again, it goes to those things that, we can sit back and watch this stuff without participating. It's great. I mean, it's better than anything on TV, let me tell you that. And for those of you who still watch TV, and for me, it's anything better than Netflix. You know, because right now, you know, the only time I really watch TV is with my wife. And you know, it's all Netflix or K dramas. That's and recently C dramas. Let me tell you, the Chinese dramas. I'm not kidding you guys. It resembles this kind of stuff. I'm not even kidding you. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I should put in a clip right here, but I'm not going to because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But it's always like this guy marries a woman, but they don't really consummate, you know, and then she starts going a little bit nutty, and then she finds out that he's really a good guy or he's really rich, you know, and then hilarity ensues from there. But here's some of the claims that he made of abuse, of, you know, other allegations that were made against him by whomever, I don't know, right? About people not being of age and that sort of thing, and a very lengthy explanation about some videos that are that are out there claiming to be of him, or some troll put of him. You know, that's what he's saying. Some troll put of him and put it out there. Man, oh man, that is something. Let me tell you. If somebody did it after he said, you know, you shouldn't do it, or he sent a letter of concern, I don't know. You know, I don't know at this point if he's just talking on the internet or has actually taken any action against any of this, right? Because, you know, he's saying these are some of the receipts, not all the receipts. He's got plenty more. The U.S. is a different country. Okay, we've been talking about Billy Mitchell for a long time, but that was in Australia. Their defamation laws, from what we found out in the case, are very different. Again, you need to consult your lawyer depending on what state you're in. Always consult a professional, right? And again, in these areas, when I'm telling you, where channels get to a certain size and you're making this kind of money, and you know, people are driven to make more and more explosive content, salacious content. You know, you're always walking that line of saying that the wrong thing, or not having somebody proofread your stuff, of, you know, of explaining that they are allegations, or that, you know, somebody's putting something out there, but don't put it yourself. You know, don't stamp it. You know, because anybody can say anything on YouTube, especially nowadays with AI and all this other crap. They can make stuff up, and somebody can believe it and run with it, and that's that. That's that. You know, I mean, you have to own your words on the internet when you cross legal lines that go beyond just expressing your opinion. My opinion on this whole thing is that we're going to have a lot of fun, that I'm going to have a hard time playing my video games while listening to this in my headphone, because obviously I can't play this out loud. But man, it's going to get interesting. I can't wait see what the casino has to say, because, you know, they're always entertaining. All these guys are going to be entertaining, man. And that's the other thing. You know, you watch these people, you enjoy the content, and all of a sudden you turn around and you don't even know what they're fighting, and they're fighting even harder than they would against their so-called opposition out there. Where's it going to end? Man, I don't know, but it sure is fun. Get that popcorn. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.